The Human Heart combined science lecture.
Centered at the intellect once again. Today I am here for us to study what is known as the human heart. So our topic here, we are going to study the human heart. So the major elements to know is about what are substances transported by the heart. For instance, we have got oxygen, we have got carbon dioxide, dissolved food as a substance transported by the heart. So when dealing with this human heart or the human circulatory system, you have to know what we call top chambers and their function. In the human heart, we have got top chambers. For instance, top chambers, they are called atriums. As you can see on the far top here, we have got what we call the right atrium and the left atrium. What are the functions of the right atrium? For instance, the right atrium receives deoxygenated blood from all parts of the body, as you can see. What does it mean? It means that after the body has been used all oxygen and left up with the carbon dioxide will be transported from all parts of the body through the vena cava into the right atrium. And the left atrium, its function is to receive oxygenated blood from the lungs. After gaseous exchange have been taken place, the left atrium will receive deoxygenated blood through the pulmonary vein. That's the function. Then after top chambers, we have what we call bottom chambers. As you can see, we have right ventricle and left ventricle. What is the function of the right ventricle? As blood has been injected within the heart through the vena cava, the right atrium will receive the blood. Then the tricuspid valve will allow the blood to be within the right atrium. Then the right atrium will transport blood to the lungs via the pulmonary artery. Are we together? That's the function of the right ventricle, to pump blood to the lungs via the pulmonary artery. Then in the left ventricle, after blood has been received from the lungs through the pulmonary vein via the left atrium, bicuspid valve will open and allow blood into the left ventricle. And the left ventricle will pump blood to all parts of the body via the aorta. This is what happens. So most examiners also after this, they used to ask individuals why a mammalian heart is called a double circulatory system. This is called a double circulatory system because it has a left atrium and a right atrium. And these atriums, they transport blood to and from all parts of the body. For instance, the right atrium transports blood to the lungs, and after that the left atrium will receive the blood and allow the blood to flow to the left ventricle, and the right ventricle also pumps blood to the lungs, and at the same time left ventricle received blood from the lungs and pumps it to all parts of the body. That's why it is also called the double circulatory system. Why? Because it pumps blood to the lungs and pumps also blood from the lungs to the heart, and from the heart to the body, and from the body to the heart again. So that's why it is called the double circulatory system. And in this case, they also ask you why the left ventricle is thicker than the right ventricle. As you can see, the left ventricle is thicker than the right ventricle. The left ventricle is thicker. Why? Because the left ventricle pumps oxygenated blood with a high pressure to all parts of the body, so it is thicker to avoid bursting. Above all, the left ventricle pumps blood to all parts of the body, that is, it covers a long distance, so it is thicker to avoid bursting. So the that's why it is thicker, because it pumps blood to all parts of the body, that it covers a long distance. So guys, thank you very much for your attention. Thank you very much for our today's session. For those who want to learn more, you can connect Senduza on Facebook, Phineas Nduza, on Instagram, Phineas Nduza, as well as the Intellect on YouTube. Thank you very much. You can contact the number on the screen. Shalom.